Hi guys, so today we're going to make some fresh pasta. Super simple. Flour, semolina flour, eggs. 250 grams of strong white flour, 250 grams of semolina flour, and 5 eggs. That's it guys. I like using semolina flour because it keeps the pasta yellow. You get a nice yellow colour within the pasta. And also it makes it a bit rougher so the sauce sticks to the pasta. So 3 ingredients guys. Sometimes the pasta takes a bit of water, all depends on the size of the eggs. I'm using medium eggs today, so I'm happy with the 5 eggs, 250 grams of semolina flour and 250 grams of strong white flour. Pasta machine, rolling pin and a pasta cutter. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to make a really good homemade pasta for any occasion. Hi guys, we're going to make some fresh pasta today. So what I've got here is 250 grams of semolina flour and 250 grams of white flour. To that I'm going to add 5 eggs. I like using semolina flour because it keeps the pasta nice and yellow, but also gives it a nice coarse texture as well, so the sauce sticks to the pasta. So we put our eggs in the middle of the well, and then we're just going to scramble our eggs up a little bit and then start to incorporate our flour with the eggs. Now you can use a food processor, you can use a KitchenAid. I just think there's something nice about making pasta this way, especially at home. You know, there's something really therapeutic about making your own pasta this way. You know, you're at one with the ingredients, and plus if you've got time to do it, it's just really good. So you can see that eggs coming together now with the flour, and we just incorporate it all in there. And again guys, it all depends on what size of eggs you use. I've used medium eggs. You can use large eggs. This pasta may take some water, it may not. It's just all about the feel for the dough. So we're going to incorporate all that together, and then we're going to start using our hands to incorporate that dough. Like so. And we're just going to make sure that all that flour is soaked up by all that eggs. So I've been kneading this for about 8 minutes now guys. So it's just becoming nice and smooth. You really want to work the gluten within that flour. Make it nice and tight and nice and smooth. So basically what you want is you want a nice sort of smooth ball, just like that. Beautiful. So I've kneaded that for about 8 minutes, and now we're just gonna let this rest for about half an hour. As I say guys, we're just going to let this rest for half an hour, but we're just going to wrap it in some cling film in order for it not to dry out. So we'll wrap it in a bit of cling film, and then we'll let that rest for half an hour before we start making our pasta. Okay guys, welcome back. So the pasta's had half an hour to rest. So we're going to start to roll our pasta in our pasta machine. So obviously that's quite a big bit of pasta, so what I'm going to do to ease the process is just cut that into 4. and then we're just going to work one piece at a time. I've just covered our pasta in cling film just to stop it drying out while we're preparing the pasta. So we're just going to take a rolling pin, we're just going to roll it out slightly. Why I do this is it makes it easier. If I get it almost the same size as the rollers on the pasta machine, it actually makes it easier to roll through. So that helps a lot, guys. So we're going to run it through once, and then we're going to make a turn, and then another turn. I'm going to put a bit of flour on this, not too much. Semolina flour. If you don't have semolina flour, just normal flour. Semolina flour will help with the drying out of the pasta. So I'm just going to roll it again and again, almost the same size as the pasta machine, and this will help with the pasta to go through the machine. So happy with that now. Beautiful. Just going to put it through the every number twice, just to make sure we get a nice stretch on the pasta. And again, guys, this semolina flour is great. You can see by the colour of the pasta, it's nice and yellow, which is great. And I would also use the same pasta recipe for raviolis as well, but I wouldn't take it as thick for the raviolis. Raviolis I'd probably take down to about number 1, sort of like 1 millimeter, whereas if we're making linguine today, I'll probably take it down to number 5 on the pasta machine. So there we have it. That's number 5. As you can see, it's quite thick, but we're going to be doing linguine, so it's going to be quite a small pasta. I want it quite chunky. I'm just going to take off the ends just to make it nice and neat, and then I'm just going to cut it straight down the middle, like so. We're going to take our pasta machine, and then we're going to put it on the linguine piece of the pasta machine. And what I like to do when I'm making any sort of linguine or any sort of tagliatelle, I always have a tray of semolina flour, so it catches the pasta straight away. And what I always find is that helps it not stick together. Like so, and then I can just cover it in the semolina flour pretty much straight away, really, as soon as it comes out of the machine. And there we have it. That's our first linguine, and we'll do the second one. Grab it there. And again, it's so important with this semolina flour, guys. It's so important. If we just use normal flour, it won't actually dry out the pasta. It will just soak up into the pasta dough itself. So the semolina flour is where it's at. So there we have it. That's our fresh linguine. So I'm going to crack on with the rest now, but that's our pasta. Beautiful. As I say, guys, it's a labour of love, but it's worth it.